83-42 win for the Nodaway Valley boys over East Union tonight. Second win in a row. And with Dawson Nelson finished with 15 points tonight. Pretty crucial in this one. You guys just really poured it on. You got out to a quick start. Talk about just what it took to jump early. Did you feel like you guys got off to a good start?
Our teammates were just finding everyone that was open. The ball was really moving. Our press worked nice. We got a couple steals, got some quick buckets, and the energy was on our side.
Talk about that energy. Do you feel like that energy's up a little bit more lately?
Yeah, it definitely is.
What were some things you worked on maybe during the Christmas break that you feel like are gelling? Any adjustments that you guys made at the Christmas break? Or
Well, we got Avery Philippi back. That was great. And then Adam came back. He was sick the last couple of days, and everyone's back. So we just all came together and out of one.
You guys having fun?
Yeah, we are.
Cool. Talk about just kind of your shots tonight. How did you feel like they were falling? The offense for you. Talk about that.
I thought I got a lot of open looks. Thought I hit a couple shots that were nice. Yeah. I don't know.
It was just flowing for you?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Thanks a lot, Dawson.
Yep.
Coach, you guys really got it rolling early. Congrats on the win. What stood out to you about your team's play?
Just our press. We really got after it in the press. And not only like in the beginning part of the press, but into our half-court side of things. Making sure we're communicating where their guys were at, picking up guys. In our pregame conversation that we talked about, I didn't give them matchups. Just because I think when we're pressing, that we're so worried about, I got this guy, and we go to that guy, and then we leave the ball wide open, and then that gets us in a ton of trouble there. So I just told them, like, it's no matchups. You're matching yourselves up, so that way when we get into half court, okay, you're scrambling and looking for the closest guy to you. And then making them have to understand all the personnel on that side, too. Getting some hands on some balls helped out a ton, making those extra passes. I'll be really intrigued once stats get in the morning to see what our assists are like, because I felt like we had a lot of extra passes. A lot of those things, Avery Philippi got going really early on. We were feeding him, and then when they closed out on him, he was dumping it to someone else, and somebody else was getting the score. So it's definitely a total team effort there. Scoring 54 points in a half is a great thing for us to be able to do. Our highest scoring game of the year is awesome to have for that, too.
Yeah, Philippi was getting it going early, and we've known he's capable, and he really put it all together. How nice was it to see him get on track?
It was good, and it's good for us, for not only just him, but like if it's somebody else that's going, we've done a great job all year of feeding that hot hand. Like Dawson Nelson starts seeing some threes fall in that second half. We're trying to find ways to get him the ball. So the unselfishness of the team is really, really a great thing to have, because the next night, Saturday, Philippi may not be the hitting them like he has been, and may not be scoring as well, so then it's somebody else that we're stepping up, and we're just making sure, again, continuing to find that hot hand, whoever that is. And like I said, in the first half, that was Avery. I think we had about 21 in that first half there, so we just kept feeding them and kept feeding them and kept feeding them.
So really a relatively young team here, a new system this year and everything. How big is that, just that team chemistry and that unselfishness and all that? I'm sure that's one of the things you're trying to build.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a huge thing I put 2 games in a row like we just did, winning those 2 in a row, and they were super excited in the locker room. Big thing for me is just telling them, like, hey, we know how to win. We got to be excited, but bring that energy tomorrow morning when we practice, because we have another one on Saturday against Panorama, which is a really, really good team, and it's going to be a great measuring stick for us to see kind of where we're really at with that 3rd game in a row this week. And I feel like if we just keep things going and keep going how we're going and keep making that extra pass, keep buying into everything that we're doing, we're going to keep moving and keep going in that right direction. Just like we talked about, I think with both of you guys, about we don't want to be good until, like, we want to get things going in that end of January into February, and then making that run into that postseason. So we're taking those steps. We just don't want to be satisfied with where we're at right now.
I thought Dawson Nelson had a pretty impressive night. What can you say about his performance?
Yeah, we've needed it from him. We see it all the time in practice. His teammates are always talking to him about it as well in practice. So they were super hyped up to see him hit his first one. I know it was in the corner over here, and then when he got into his next couple in the second half, like, the guys were pumped about that for him. And I think that goes a long way when somebody can get excited about somebody else's success. You know, that's a big team thing for me there, is making sure we get those excitement and all that stuff there. So seeing Dawson have a couple of go in, that's going to be huge for us as we continue our stretch.
You get a lot of kids in tonight too. That's got to be a positive.
Yeah, when things were starting to run with the clock, I wanted to make sure I had a point of making sure the seniors were all out there at some point in time together. With 7 of them, I think that's important, especially in front of the home crowd. So I made sure I talked to my assistants, like I want to get those guys in, give those guys some time together, and then started getting some even the younger guys that are new to the varsity side, with Jacob Mangles, Trey Fletcher being his seniors anew, and so is Gavin Shoemaker, all the good guys from last week. So being able to get those guys in are huge. Try to get some of those guys in a little earlier, but the clock didn't exactly work for our favor in those situations. But it's stuff I trust all those guys in. Anytime I can get guys in, I trust them in being where they're at.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Way to go.